of the Xogos gaming platform called the Portal. Now, I just have to specify that because some people have asked questions about that. Portal is actually the name, Xogos Portal. You can call it Xogos, you can call it the Portal, doesn't matter. Either one works. Now, the Portal is basically where you go in order to get to all of our games. Yes, you can actually buy the games individually. Now, if they're beta tested or they're in beta form, you can't actually buy that one game, and it's a monthly just like Xogos. And it's similar to the price of all of Xogos, so you really get a choice. Do you want to buy an individual game or do you want access to all the games? This is up to you. So today we're going to be talking about a new game that we just added last week, I think last Friday. Now, just so you know, this is going to be a little bit different when we're finished with it. Now, as you see here, this is the gaming platform. This is the dashboard. When you come in, when you log in, this is what you're going to see on your own. So you got your name up here, you got your connections, your people that you're connected to. This is a dummy account, so you don't have anybody in here, minus the parent and another sibling. Again, just showing you how it is. And you can start chats up with them and everything. Down here, you have all your games. Now, your games are specific to basically which one is most popular. In the future, though, we're actually going to make it so you can modify this and put the ones you want in first to be on this, in this what we call a card, this section right here. So it'll all be based on what your desires are, which games you like. So look forward to that. So we are making changes. This is an ongoing changing process. We listen to the feedback of our viewers, of our players, and we make changes depending on what you guys decide. Let's see, we also have the top players. So as you get up in the ranks, you're going to be able to see yourself here and the top games that you prefer, that you play the most. Over here, we have the top games. These are the top games as per their likes. So how many people like them. And then you have the Xogos Gaming Bank, and that's where you put all your coins. And then that's also where you can convert your coins into scholarships. Now, the first scholarship that will be going out is at the end of the second quarter of this year. I'm trying to remember. We had one example before, back in 2025. But we had some things we wanted to change, some processes we want to change, so we're actually holding off. And we're also collecting more donations through our Innovate the Future nonprofit. So just so you know, that's how it all works. It's a nonprofit that basically donates for scholarships for you to go to anything past high school. If you want to go to university, a trade school, and such, we're going to get you there. Now let's get into the game. So in this row, it is a brand new game, so it's nearing the end. So you have Time Quest right here. Now again, these are not based on the number one. I think I might have said that before. These are not based on number one. As you can see, Bug and Seek would be first, Digital Frontier would be second, as per the top games here. These are just randomized, so they will actually change. But Time Quest is right here because it's brand new. So I'm going to click on that, and we're going to come into the portal, the Time Quest game. Now, one thing to know about this is, again, this is beta form. If you go back to the dashboard, you click on games, and you're going to come to all of our games. Now, we only have 2 that are really established games, which means you can play them anytime. And though we might make a few changes, they're basically established. Now, just so you know, like Bug and Seek has a small glitch in it that if you save your game in about 4 days, it'll disappear. So we are solving that right now. And when we're done solving it, then you'll be able to save the game forever as long as you have an account with us. So that's the part that we're working on. So things might change in these 2 games, in the established games, but the ones down here are the most important. These are the beta form games. Right now we have 10 of them in here. 10 games down here, 2 up here. These are all being tested. Now these are tested by you. So if you like them, please put the like thumbs up, and that will give us an understanding that you like that game, and we need to work on that one to become out of the beta form as quick as possible. As you can see, the established games also have them. So, and looks like a good amount of people like that. We just implemented this. That's why you have so little thumbs up. I think it was done last week. So, well, maybe the week before, just barely. So as you get into these games, you're going to have some feedback for us. We know it always happens. There's a glitch that goes on. There's an idea that you might have. This is the feedback button. Push the feedback button so we can actually hear what you have to say. We want to know what your thoughts are, what your ideas are, and we will add it at that point. Okay, so that being said, let's go back to Time Quest. Now, Time Quest is based on an idea. We actually built this. This is our second game. This is not actually the final stage. This is actually the replacement of our original. We had this done by a contractor, and then the contractor decided that they were going to leave software development and go into insurance. This was also a contractor that was outside the country, and we're trying to bring a lot of their contractors into the country. So for this one, we actually redeveloped it. And we made it so that we actually making it more, I don't know, interesting. And this is, again, phase 1, phase B, because we redid it. But we have a lot of things coming up, and I'll show you as we go through. So the first thing you need to know is this talks all about the game, how to play, your categories, what you'll learn during this time. And you can click on these and you'll go down to a certain spot and see what we have to say about it. There's also a marketplace. That's where you can buy cheats and such. So in the marketplace, right here, we're working on the coin part. Again, it was uploaded on Friday. But right now it says question mark for the coin. So something's going on. It might actually be worked out right now by our developers. And hints. So these are hints that you would receive while playing the game. Now, hints, okay, they're great to have. You're smart enough you don't need them, right? Yeah? Well, I'm not the smartest when it comes to chronological order of history. So I'm going to buy a few hints. It's 1 coin for 5 hints. Great. Especially if I'm playing against friends. I'm going to want a hint on my side so that I can get a help when it comes to trying to figure out where that event is placed. Okay, I'm going into the game, but I'm not actually explaining what the game is. The game is basically, okay, it's a set of cards that are given to you. You get 5 at a time, and you're actually supposed to put them in chronological order, depending on where they were in history, based on other cards that are already played. Okay, so you can play a solitaire game. You can say, I know this pretty well. I know the American Revolution. So I'm going to play this card here. I'm going to play this card here, this card here. Hey, I got it all in place. I know it really well. Well, that might be beginner side, but it goes more to advanced as well, which will get harder. But what really comes fun is when you have multiple people to play with. Now let's go back to the lobby. Let's play the game. Okay, so now we're in the game. In the game, well, we're not in the game yet. We have to decide what category we're going to go into. So we have American Revolution, Civil War, World War I. You have easy, medium, and hard cards. You have ancient civilizations. You have early American history, U.S. history curriculum. So they've got a lot of different categories, and there's a lot more coming. Now, say you're going to do the American Revolution. You come down and start your practice. Now, you can play in practice mode, which is solitaire. You play against me. You still get points for it, not coins. You get points for it. If you play against opponents, you get points and also coins for it. So you're going to want to practice so that when you do actually play against someone else, you know your stuff. Okay, so you come in here, you start practice. Okay, the first event right here is the Battle of Yorktown. Now, I know that Yorktown was the last official, or the last big battle that happened in the American Revolution. So I'm going to look down here. Patrick Henry, Give Me Liberty. Well, I know that was near the beginning. The Sugar Act, which was probably before Patrick Henry, I think it was. You have the Battle of Bunker Hill, which was after the Lexington and Concord. You have Boston Massacre. Boston Massacre is going to be, let's see, it's going to be before the Boston Tea Party, but after, I think it's like the Stamp Act. So again, these are going off my memory of how to do this. And then you have the Stamp Act. Okay, so I'm not quite sure exactly where the Stamp Act goes. So I'm going to place the Stamp Act. I do know it goes well before the Battle of Yorktown. I placed that. Oh, sorry. Just so you guys know, you have to actually click on the card first and then grab it and drag it. Okay, there we go. So yes, I got a streak. I got 1 right. Score is 10 points. Perfect. Okay, so now what else? Now, Where am I questioning? Okay, Patrick Henry, give me liberty, give me death. I think that was actually after the Stamp Act, but before York, of course, before Yorktown. Again, click on the card and place it in place. There we go. 2 streak, 25 points. Okay, so now I'm going to go to, let's see, Sugar Act. Now this is where I don't know exactly where it goes. It could be before Stamp Act. It could be after the Stamp Act. Now, I'm going to click on, or hold up the Sugar Act. This came from Parliament. Tells you what it is right down in this area over here. I'm going to place that right here. I think it is right. Oh, no, that was wrong. Sugar Act, then Stamp Act. So the Sugar Act was actually before the Stamp Act. Okay, good to know. I'll know that next time. So I'm going to come in here, Boston Massacre. I know that's after the Stamp Act. Patrick Henry, Stamp Act. I know that was right before Lexington and Concord, which was 1776. And it was the summer of 1776. So I'm going to say right here. Oh, click on the card. Hello. Okay. And place it right there. Wrong. It's actually before Patrick Henry made his give me liberty or give me death speech. Okay. I'm not doing too well. But if you see what's happening, I had 5 cards down here. I placed 1, I got it right. Great. So then I was down to 4 cards. Now I took another card, I placed it up here, I got it wrong, and there was 4 cards. So it replaces the card that you got wrong. So you will only run out of cards when you get them all right, in the sense that you get enough right that it gets rid of your cards. But every time you get it wrong, you get the exact same number of cards back in your hand. So down here, Bunker Hill. Yes, I do know that that was after Patrick Henry and before Yorktown. Click on the card, roll up. Done. Okay. I'm back to a streak of 1, but I'm at 35 points. Okay, Declaration of Independence. Okay, Declaration of Independence. That was after Bunker Hill, right? Pretty sure. Oh, click on the card. Oh man, I played this game a few times, but in video I must be a little nervous. Anyways, so and then the last one is Intolerable Act. It's one of those acts. When does it go? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but if you know the history, it's why it does matter. Intolerable Acts was actually during the French-Indian War, or right afterwards. So I'm going to place it over here. And I'm wrong. Sugar Act was first, then the Stamp Act, Intolerable Acts. Ay, ay, ay. You think I know some of this stuff, especially because I do history all day long. Okay, and Battle of Lexington and Concord. Now, Battle of Lexington and Concord was outside of Boston before the British left Boston Harbor, which automatically would make me know, okay, before the Battle of Bunker Hill, which is the battle that happened right before the British left. Take that, click on the card, there you go. Place it before Battle of Bunker Hill. Boom, done. 5 correct. I have a final score of 60, which it should have been higher, but well, whatever. I had a 2 streak. That was the longest streak that I had during that game. Accuracy, 63%. That's pretty bad for how many times I've played this game. But again, I guess I was a little nervous because I was on the screen with you guys. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I'm leveling up to level 2. I'm getting there close. So, yeah. Then there's a star. What does it say? You cleared your hand. Keep practicing to improve your accuracy. So this is a great game to know how things line up. Now, you can actually play a randomized game that gives you like all the time periods and just mixes it all together. And you get to play with all that. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. The harder ways are when you just do the categories, because small things are very important for that history that are mixed in. So if you want to do the Civil War, you can do the American Revolution, World War I, World War II. What do you know best? Try it out. See what you can come up with. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you. Come on. Try it out. Tell me what you think. Put it in the feedback. I mean, I would love to hear what you think about it, especially if you see a way that can be better. Now, one thing to note, all those cards that you had, they will soon have pictures. We're just working on them. It's a timely and costly endeavor to put pictures on all these. Now, as Historical Conquest, which is actually the company that owns this one game, they actually know, they actually have pictures for all these things, or a lot of these things. So we're going to be integrating them as we go. but you never know. It's going to take a little bit of time. So I do appreciate your patience, and also I would also appreciate your thumbs up and your feedback when you play the game and have an opinion on something. Share it with us. We'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you next time. Take care, y'all. Bye.